What's up, everybody? Welcome to Neighborly Discourse. I am Billy. With me is the old man.
Hey, yo, out there.
I saw Buffalo. There's no particular order today, but I saw Buffalo sign Damian Harris, running back from New England.
Yeah.
Another running back Buffalo's not going to use. It's a strange pickup. Liam was telling me that Miles Sanders went to the Panthers from Philadelphia.
Yeah, the running back.
Yeah.
One of them did.
I missed all that stuff.
Yeah. And Kazicki went to New England.
I saw that.
I guess Miami, they need a blocking tight end. They're the offense.
Yeah.
It relies on a blocking tight end.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I've said this before. The older I get, the less I pay attention to football, except for only football season. I don't watch ESPN ever. I don't watch any sports, anything. And football being my favorite sport, I still I'll watch things from time to time. But those of you we're just getting back on air, so to speak, on the internet. YouTube kicked us off for personal thoughts on COVID. It's supposed to be for 7 days, but for the last 3 days, I've been trying to get on, and it still is not letting me. But I'm also trying to get on from my phone, not from the computer, so I haven't fully verified if I'm allowed back on just yet. But I told you before about a schedule change. We're going to still try to come Monday morning, or as you see today, Tuesday. We're recording Monday night. While we're out of town, me and the family, we went to Georgia. We saw the aquarium. We went a couple hikes, Soap Creek Trail, I believe one was. It was like old Civil War ruins to modern day stuff. It was pretty cool to see, history, stuff like that. Don't freak out about the Civil War and all this stuff. Some of you out there are touchy about silly things like that. But it was pretty cool to see,
Well, yesterday was the birth date of the Republican Party.
Oh, yeah?
And they were founded on anti-slavery.
Oh, I know. Only the people who are uneducated, who listen to the liberals, I don't necessarily know that, but know that the KKK, all that stuff was started by the Democrats to stop black people from voting. Yeah, all the stuff is done by Democrats.
Between the Civil War and Jim Crow, blacks had a decent, they were cowboys. They were cowboys. On TV, you never seen a black, but they were cowboys.
Yeah.
They loved that lifestyle. One of the best marshals of all time was a black guy named Bass Reeves. Some people think the Lone Ranger was modeled after him. But he was in disguise and all. He didn't even went after his own son, who murdered somebody. He had to go bring him in.
It's like that's why nowadays, when the more I do this and pay attention to things, the more I question pretty much everything from history. I look at it as if you have no idea. You can find stuff, you can research, but unless it's like visually seen, in my opinion, I'd have a hard time taking it as fact. What's the old saying? History is written by the victors. I believe that.
Yeah.
How you want to look favorably in the future. So there's a grain of salt you have to take with everything.
Just because the victors, though, write the history don't mean it's wrong. It's their part of history.
It's embellished.
If you're a loser, you have your history, and it can both be true. You're the loser.
I agree.
And you're going to tell the loser side.
But it's nowadays, it's so much, the way people are nowadays. Like, to me, if you want to solve racism and sexism and all these things, if it really is a real issue out there, you simply stop talking about the past and you move forward. And that's it. So the fact that you constantly bring it up means you don't want it forgotten. You want to sow discord in the public.
Big money in that, man. Big money.
Yeah. I mean, it's America. We not joke about it. We talked about it here before. America makes up its own problems. It's so good here.
Compared to the rest of the world.
Oh, I know. It's crazy, man. And again, I only learned this stuff by doing this podcast, researching things. And it's like I have a hard time trusting pretty much anything that anybody says as far as the media goes. And these people, they take it as if like it's the word of God. Like, no, bro. Even that's taken on faith. And people, they believe what these liberals say. Like I said, when it comes to being conservative, I watch Tucker Carlson from time to time, very, very limited. But I know he has an agenda of a conservative agenda I tend to want to believe in that, so I listen to him a little bit more. But I do realize he's looking for ratings. He's catering to an audience.
Everybody has an agenda.
And it's odd that conservatives realize that. But if you talk to a liberal about their news media, oh, no, they wouldn't lie to us. They're so locked in.
Yeah.
It's like, no, man, why can't, like, I thought about this the other day, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but in all seriousness, you have to be a unintelligent person to really be a liberal.
A dumbass.
Like, you really do. Because
Yeah.
and I'm talking about Democrats. Don't get me wrong. We've said this. I heard
Democrats
this from the
are
old
just
man.
Republicans.
Steve and I talked about it. Republicans run to the stop sign. Democrats skip to the stop sign. But everybody's going to the stop sign. Liberals,
more.
they're going the complete other direction. So if you are a liberal, you have to be stupid. There's no other way around it. You can't look out there again and say, oh, no, Biden's doing the best for the country. Like I told you today, we're out of town. A few channels we get on the TV, we're Nickelodeon for the kids, which is fine. And there's a girl, little adolescent girl, maybe 12, 15, we'll say, adolescent, a young teen or younger, talking about global warming, climate change, and the billions of the millions of gallons of oil being drilled up in Alaska by the Biden administration. This is bad for the country and all this stuff. And you tell me that, yeah, they've been doing that for months now, selling it to China.
China.
That's
where reserves are going to China.
So here we are. Yeah, gas prices have come down from $5, $6, $7 a gallon. Still nowhere near low when Trump was in office. But Biden is up there drilling the administration. This got me on a sidetrack. This got me the other day. People keep talking about, you guys keep saying it's Biden. Biden's not doing any of this stuff. It's the administration. Listen.
What was running Biden? Because Biden ain't running nothing.
No, you lump Biden. You know what we're talking when we say Biden's doing it. Oh, it was about going to East Palestine. Why would Biden have to go to East Palestine? He's not an environmental guy. He's not a transportation guy. What does Biden have to do with any of this stuff? I'm thinking to myself, listen, I get what you're trying to say, but at this point, screw semantics. Anything crazy that's going on, it's Biden. It's the administration. He's the scapegoat. We've talked about it before, Scapegoat Joe. That's what it is. He's unwillingly going to take the fall
because he don't know it.
For willingly screwing America.
Because he don't know, though. That's why.
No, he doesn't. Everyone else does. Yeah. But no, the people who are just as clueless are the liberals. They believe he's doing all this himself. He's
doing a good job. Don't you think, though?
Oh, how can you be so naive, man?
Naive? Look at it.
And I'm trying to be naive. I'm trying to say naive, but you have to be a dumbass to buy anything that guy is selling.
Like Bernie Sanders, he had something in New York, people paying thousands of dollars tickets and stuff about socialism stuff. He has 3 houses. He's a capitalist. To the extreme he is.
Yeah.
But no, he sells socialism crap.
I know.
He's not.
He's a socialist. He's a capitalist that sells socialism.
I know, yeah. That's where he makes his money.
Yeah. And I wouldn't have a problem with that if he wasn't hypocrite about it.
They're hypocrites, yeah.
That's what bothers me. He can say, listen, the idea of socialism is better, XYZ, XYZ, but don't charge hundreds of dollars for your tickets, 70, 80 bucks for a book. All the things that you rail against capitalism, you've made a living off of. And like it's a joke, but true. Bernie Sanders has never worked a day in his life. Yet this guy's a millionaire.
What politician has?
Yeah, and they want to check Trump's taxes. You didn't want to look in the public servants who make multi-millions of dollars in excess of 20, 30 years in service.
The hell of the taxes. Look at their portfolios.
Yeah, man.
Like where the money's going and then what happens after that.
It's
as far
unbelievable.
As, drilling and stocks and all that stuff falling. And they both sides do it.
Oh, yeah, that's
Democrats
the thing.
do it more because they can get away with it.
Yeah.
Because once a Republican does it and he says something wrong, guess what? He's gone.
Yeah, you're all part of the swamp. Everybody does the same thing. Some are allowed to do a little more than others. And again, if you don't believe that, look at Trump. They probably went to him and said, listen, here's what we're doing. Here's how we're taking over the world. And he's like, no, I'm not into that. No. And then here we are 6 years later. They're still trying to ruin his life because they thought he was an elitist, play ball, will take over, keep the minions fighting with each other, the poor people. And here we are, which today, you're hearing this today, is he or is he not going to be arrested on hush money charges with Stormy Daniels of all the things they've gone after him about?
Statute of limitations already ran out on that. So now they're trying to make it a federal offense.
People. if you think that there's anything other than secrets that he can expose, why else? He came down the OC escalator in 2015.
Yeah.
Here we are,
2015, yeah.
2023, and they're still after him.
And all he can get him for, he may have paid off some hooker to keep
I
their
mean,
mouth shut.
think how stupid that is. That's embarrassing. It's pathetic. You had the Ukraine, Russia, not in any particular order, taxes, January 6th, COVID, all these things. You tried to go after Trump to impeach him, arrest him, indict him, all this stuff, and now you're like you said, its statute of limitations ran out, so trying to go federal about it.
Yeah.
And you're going to try to hang your hat on he paid.
It was a misdemeanor, and they can get it as a felon. That's what they're trying to do, a felon.
Oh, my God. It's so...
It's a misdemeanor.
It's unbelievable how embarrassing it is. It's pathetic. The crime rate in New York has gone up over the last 2 or 3 years. They don't pay... no bail, no
But
end of this stuff.
that guy going after him, he lets murderers go.
That's what I'm saying.
Rapers go.
Alvin Bragg. Alvin Bragg is the DA.
Yeah, he let a guy go. He raped 5 women.
Yeah. We saw one a while back with Steve. The lady, she has 3 kids, a strange husband giving her crap. She calls the cops. He goes to jail. No bond. He kills her the next day in front of the 3 kids.
I know.
But you're going after Trump because he may have paid a porn star to, hey, keep our business to yourself.
Yeah.
Allegedly is what it is. But they're going after Trump for maybe paying off someone to stay quiet.
But just like any man that goes, any of these corporate guys go to a hooker and pay $100 an hour and stuff, they're paying her to shut up.
Yeah.
If you want a BJ, you can go down and get it for $5 in a corner. But no, you're paying for somebody to shut the hell up.
Yep. It's ridiculous, man. And listen, like I said, we talked about all this stuff was allegedly.
He still denies it all.
Of course. And listen, and you said it today, we've said it all the time on here, no one has been vetted like Donald Trump. Nobody has been looked at like this guy.
This is what I want to see. I want to see him go after Clinton, Obama, and Biden. The people who hate his their guts, go after them, like Trump. These people hate his guts. They're not just friends. So let's get the people who hate Hillary, the people who hate Obama and hate Biden, investigate them. See what happens.
I mean, look at all the stuff that's come out about Biden. They're not even looking for it. The 10% for the big guy, a phone call they had, his daughter's diary, Hunter's laptop. They're not even looking at Biden, not even investigating his family. And look at all the stuff that's coming up.
Now the daughter-in-law is out. She's in it too now.
It's unbelievable, man.
Well,
They're not even looking for stuff.
I know.
Like Hillary, like it's known she destroyed a hard drive with 33,000 emails. We know how shady the Clintons are, and no one bats an eye at that. We know there is a laptop with it could be anything on there. The fact that we know that there's a laptop and he may have done shady stuff, and they're not even looking at it.
Here's what's funny too. You know, they're trying to sue that guy because, but they deny it's their laptop, but they're suing them for looking at their laptop.
Yeah. So if that happens, it has to go to court.
What an
Let's
idiot.
see what's on the laptop. Then it's all going to come out. You have to show what's on there. What's on this laptop that we need to figure out? All this stuff he's done. Never mind. Take it back. I mean, it's
And
it's so silly.
I don't understand why would Hunter Biden be the guy? Joe Biden has to be the top of the list. I mean, it's his influence.
And listen, at this point for Joe Biden, he's so far gone. Like, let's say he's untouchable. What's the big deal? Nothing will ever happen to him. He's 80 years old. He's out to lunch permanently.
Oh yeah.
What's the worst that can happen to him? No one else in his family is going to do anything. They're not going to run anywhere.
No.
So what? So no harm, no foul now.
But the same thing with Hunter. They're waiting for the statute of limitations to run off and all of this stuff.
Now they're holding that laptop because when it comes time to tell Joe he's got to go and he doesn't, they're going to sink that shit, man. They release these documents, all these things. They're telling him, hey, bro.
I don't think he's going to go because they're right on his, what do you call it, thing he reads off of?
His teleprompter.
I'm retiring now. Goodbye. And he'll read it.
He won't even know. Yeah, he'll get up and walk away.
Walk away. Yeah. Okay. I retire. Okay. Go to the door. Turn right. Turn the handle. Go out the door. That's it.
It's unbelievable.
That'll be it.
I need people who buy into this stuff, man. Like, you have to open your eyes. That's the biggest thing.
I mean, think of the press. If anyone had any balls. I mean, look at the guys who went after Watergate. All the money they make. They had books, movies, and everything like that.
Can you imagine, if you
this,
nailed one of them, Obama or Clinton or
for what
Biden,
for what they've done?
You would be immortal forever.
Oh, Nixon did try to, after it happened, he said, oh, my God, what are you idiots doing? He tried to cover it up. That's all.
Yeah.
He didn't plan none of it.
Nope. But if you got one of these.
But Nixon was the most popular president of all time. And they couldn't have that. It's like George Bush after 9/11. He had 90% approval rating. Couldn't have that neither. They went after him. They can't have that.
No,
The Republican having ratings like that. They can't. Even though Bush, he turned out to be like China. A lot of the jobs went crap because he went the Clinton, the China thing they went. Bush added on to it. We're owned by China. China. How did Trump say it? China. He's a funny guy.
No, by far. Every time I see him on the reels or something, I was listening for that sound again. I was listening on the reels on Instagram or something. He talks about the news reporter. Why do you call it the China virus? Because it's made from China. Like he says it. It's so damn funny. Like this guy, like you said, Nixon was popular after 9/11. Bush became popular. Trump dwarfs those guys when it comes to popularity.
Oh yeah,
that's why liberals.
But I'm going by votes.
No, for sure.
Nixon had 49 states.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, listen. Not saying anything about anything. Who knows what Trump could have actually had?
Yeah, you never know.
But
yeah.
you have.
I agree with that.
A guy who's filling up 20 to 30 to 50,000 person stadiums, and at a drop of a hat, hey guys, we're going to do a rally here. Boom, they're there. You can't tell me this guy's unpopular. One thing we know the liberals do not want. They don't want Christianity or any religion. They don't want you looking to a higher power. They want them to be the higher power. Look for liberals for guidance, not God. They sure shit don't want Trump up there preaching to people. Because Trump, what people fail to realize, that's why we keep quoting MAGA Republicans. Trump unified people. More black conservatives than ever before. More women than ever before. All this stuff. Trump is the one thing they can't have. He's brought people who were told, you don't like this person and you don't like that person. He's like, but we like Trump. This guy gets it.
Yeah.
And
that's not only in this country, the Jews and the Palestine, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, over there, man, they got a lot of people.
Look at Abraham Accords. He's over there signing Middle East peace treaties. And what does Biden do as soon as he gets in? It's all the shit.
Destroys it all.
The Taliban comes out. We got to rush out of it. It goes to hell instantly.
Because I heard something say that Russia was willing to have a ceasefire and stuff, but the United States said, no.
No, of course
they don't want that war.
They don't want Putin in there. They got to get him out.
They want that war money, making that money.
Oh, and the thing is, it's not even money that goes to the country. It goes to these people in their private interests. They have investments in contractor work, in buildings and things like that. They build over. They make new cities and neighborhoods over there when they destroy it.
Lewinsky, the leader of Ukraine. So far, we gave him $150 billion, and he's already saying they're out of money. They need more. Russia don't spend that much money in their military in a whole year.
Yeah. We're being taken for a ride here, people, and some of you don't even care. Don't even care.
Don't care or probably just don't understand.
What do
you hear? We're fighting for democracy. No, he's closing down churches over there. He's putting priests in jail over there.
Who?
He's doing,
Zelensky?
Yeah. He's doing all that stuff.
Oh, no, he was doing that before.
They're corrupt.
It's democracy on our terms.
Yeah.
That's how it is. And anyone, again, it's not that they don't care, they don't know. By now you have to know. So you don't care because it's not hidden that they are one of the most corrupt governments in the world is Ukraine. It's not even close.
I know.
I put a thing on that these people roast. They go after me on Instagram. One of these reels has got 40,000+ views about it's a proxy war. The West, Putin's like, yo, leave me alone. We talked about this last time. We ended up going over there. A guy on the Colbert Report when he was on Comedy Central in 2014. Talking about we want to go over there. We want to take Russia from there without really pissing off Putin. We want to dangle the keys. Hey, Putin, we want to come on, Ukraine. And then an interview with Tulsi Gabbard, 10 years later on Joe Rogan talking about, the permanent Washington establishment, they need a regime change in Russia. And here's what they're doing. And they're funding it through the Ukraine. 2 interviews saying the same thing 10 years apart. And people still don't want to hear it.
Here's the funny thing. Russia's doing better than they ever have. The rest of the world's going to hell. They're doing great.
Yeah, well, look at them.
They sell oil to a whole Europe and stuff.
Yeah, because they all want to go green, realize that doesn't work, and they have all the oil.
But a lot of that green stuff came from Russia. They're the ones that paid for all the advertising and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
And people get pissed off. Oh, Putin and Trump are best friends.
Hey,
Trump left them alone. He's like, yo, this is your part of the world. We have no say in here. Don't be a dick and we'll leave you be. And he left them alone, and Putin was fine. Yeah, they're best friends. No, man. He respected the guy. That's all it was.
Yeah, that's a part of the world. That's how they live. That's the same as the Muslims too. Leave them alone. That's how they live. They lived back in the 6th century. That's how they want to live. That's the way they
leave
live.
them be. It's not our say.
Yeah.
But these liberals want global domination, so they want to pick apart everybody's way of life. But God forbid you challenge theirs. I saw something the other day. It's all inclusive until the San Jose hockey team had to wear the gay pride jersey the other night.
Not the guy.
One guy's like, "No, I'm not doing it."
I'm not doing that.
And then I saw someone on YouTube was like, "It's all inclusive until you put your thoughts, and if your thoughts are against theirs, it's not inclusive anymore."
Oh, yeah.
If it's everybody, you should take all walks of life, all thoughts, all religion, everything, except it's only inclusive to your agenda and screw everybody else.
See, but hockey, they're gonna, because football is a lot more popular as people will, like the Neil is on. But you start doing shit in hockey, they don't.
Yeah.
We can watch basketball this time of the year because hockey and basketball play the same.
Yeah, pretty much exact same schedule.
So hey, or you can watch something else.
Listen,
Even though basketball ain't much better, but still.
The NFL got the picture. They did that kneeling shit, and they lost tons of ratings. Tons. What the hell is it called? Basketball is still pushing it because they're still funded by China. So they don't need they don't need America anymore, even though their numbers are worse and worse and worse. The NFL doesn't have that. They're solely relying on America. They got some European people watching from time to time.
Yeah, they're trying to get it worldwide. You go to Mexico, you go to London and stuff, you go to Germany, I think they're going to try.
Predominantly Americans watch football, and if they piss us off and we stop watching, they lose their money. The NBA's pissed us off, but China funds more than half of their business, so they're allowed to screw around now.
Because it's a big business over there. You get these tall black guys, these Chinese people love taking pictures with them. For some reason. They love the picture taking.
And listen, that's fine and dandy, but stop preaching your bullshit over here. You know,
go live in China if you like to be over there.
Yeah, go for it. Go. You saw what happened to Brittany Griner. She wasn't making money over here as an American female athlete, so she had to play in Russia. She broke the law in Russia. Look what happened to her. There's a whole bunch of stories about guys years and years ago playing in the China League when they retired out of the NBA, going to China and not being able to do hold on, I want to do this. No. Sorry, dude. We got rules here in China.
Yeah.
It's this or nothing, and nothing is like a big deal.
And it still is that way.
Yeah, it still is that way. No, but I mean, like I said, what China does have is they have discipline. Now, they happen to go, my opinion, a little too far with some of the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But they have rules. It's China first, China second, China third.
Yeah.
In America, these liberals have America last. All of us who have America first, unless you have a podcast or a YouTube channel, you can't get your voice out there.
Yeah.
The 10% of the crazy people control 100% of the.
I think it's 10% only.
Well, again, they control 100% of the news. It seems like, you have Fox, you have a few things here or there, but those voices are predominantly liberal, and they put everything out as if this is everyday real life, and it's not.
Hey, they don't live that way.
Hell no, they don't live that way.
Come close that we live that way.
No, these people, they're in more bubble than people in Hollywood are as far as reality goes.
Oh, yeah.
These politicians who live in there, like, what's his name? Maxine Waters. She runs with Compton or South Central LA or something, but she lives in Beverly Hills, gated,
And she pays her daughter $250,000 a year just to say, go vote.
Yeah.
He's nobody telling them to go vote.
But those people, they still vote for her, and they're still in the slums.
Republicans did that, though?
No, it's crazy.
Pay their own kids. Remember,
they'd be deep into that investigation.
This Hunter Biden thing. Kerry's kid was on it, and so was Pelosi's kid. They're with him.
Yeah.
Then they said, these guys are going a little. So they got out of it, though. But they were in that stuff, too, getting them.
Well, at least they have the wherewithal to realize, listen, we're doing some shady shit on a level 3. This guy's doing some shady shit on a level 10. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, plus he's a drug addict. Who knows what he might do or what he might say.
And it's weird, those guys, my opinion is they have dirt on all of them over in Russia, in Ukraine. Why, unless we're paying them to shut up, when that money runs out, Zelensky's going to come over and say, well, here's the hard drive you guys knew we had. They paid us. We got our money. Guess what? We're still going to honor our deal, and we're going to go. I would love that to happen. It may hurt us for a few years, decades, but the liberals maybe would realize, shit, man, we got to stay away from these liberals. They are bad, bad human beings.
I don't know if they will or not, though, but
what's on your list there? Because my opinion, man, liberals they are the furthest thing from someone or something who cares about people.
Well, you talk about Sanders, the hypocrite he is, but it's like the climate change people. if I really thought, I mean, they have, I think I said Carlton the other night, people think 5 years, Earth was going to end. This is like 30, 40 years ago.
Well,
In 5 years, it's over.
I'm going to look for that. I'm going to look
It's
for that
over.
video and do a conspiracy corner about it.
Stupid
From the
people are.
70s, talking about we're going to freeze to death or
Yeah.
we're going to melt.
Well, I remember when you guys were born, they were saying, if you have a young kid, take them out to see snow, because pretty soon it's going to be gone.
God, these people,
You never see
man.
snow again.
The people who try to
The experts are always wrong.
try
Remember
to
that.
save the earth. The people who think they can save the earth are probably the people who think they can help a cat land safely on its feet.
but-
like it's the most natural thing in the world for a cat to fall on its feet. Earth is going to be just fine. And these idiots think we're going to go out there. We're going to drive smart cars. We're going to do all this stupid
It's
shit.
all about money.
Of course it is.
If you're a person that can get something and get a few 100,000 people to send you money, hey, you're rich, man.
There's a few 100,000 people. This is the whole friggin' world.
But look at Michael Moore.
Oh, I know.
He was a few people who write a few books. They buy his books and crap. But he's
Yeah.
an idiot.
and he's set for life.
And his kids go to school, private schools in limousines
all
and
of them
stuff like
do.
that.
Yeah, they're
he
all
walks around
hypocrites.
like a bum. But his kids
I'm
go,
an everyday man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
that everyday man outfit probably costs more than what we wear literally every day.
yeah, he's screwing everybody out there. Jeez.
No, they're all scumbags, man.
I know.
But you keep the poor people, so to speak, bickering over nonsense, so the rich can stay rich and powerful stay powerful. It's divide and conquer. Like anyone who doesn't know that, it's written in any history book, which is probably why they're rewriting history and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
But you keep the peasants bickering so the rich can go do what they want. It's no difference in our society. Call it rich, call it powerful, call it whatever. You and I are bickering over Trump, over gender, all this crap, while these people are sending billions around the world back in their own pockets.
It's the reason why George Washington only had 2 terms. He knew. They were against career politicians.
Yeah.
Do your time, go back to your farm or your shopkeeper
Yeah.
store or whatever, and no. 50 years like the Clintons and stuff like that, they're all corrupt like that.
Of course.
That's what corrupts people.
Power
like
corrupts
that.
people,
Take
yep.
your 10 years and then go home.
I know people say,
That's
do
what
you
you're supposed to do.
Do you want term limits? And I'm yes and no. Yes, because you got to get these people out of there. But no, stop voting for them. That's all you have to do is not vote for these people.
But here's what's funny.
But they're going to keep saying the things that you're listening to.
But here's what's funny.
And you're going to eat it up.
Here's what's funny. The president and the governors are term limited. Everybody knows who they are. You
Yeah.
vote, but the congressmen and stuff, no one knows who they are. That's what they always get in.
Oh, yeah, I
All right,
know.
you need a few thousand people to vote.
And
on
most
some-
people, I'm
yeah.
one of them. I've seen R or a D. I don't know who this guy is, but I know I prefer Republican over Democrat.
Oh, yeah, if I don't know
so
who he
here
is,
I
if
go.
I don't know who he
Yeah.
is, then I go R. Yeah.
No, man. What else is there?
Okay, we got they want equity in these doctors now. They think black people should go to black doctors. Black doctors should be working on black people, Asians, but like that. I tell you what, you can have your black doctor working on your black patients. They should have. I want the best. If he's black, white, or Asian,
Yeah.
that's who I want.
Yeah.
I don't want the guy because he's black. I don't want a guy because he's white.
Yeah.
I want the guy who
I
can,
want
who
who's
can
the
cut out
best.
my whatever and do the best job and sew me back up. That's what I want.
Yeah.
But they want black doctors to do black patients like that and stuff. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
But they're getting these black guys with doctors. Not as they're cutting down the where you're supposed to be. If you get 100, well, if you're black, we'll
Oh,
pass
yeah,
you at
yeah,
80.
yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You can be a doctor. But
Yeah,
you're not
you're
going to
low in your
You're not going
scale.
to bring down the Bidens or the Clintons, though, but you can be a
Yeah.
doctor on some other people. And crap like that.
No, that you should be in anything, especially something serious.
Yes.
It needs to be the best. I mean, anything. It's the best available. Who gives a shit if it's a woman or a black guy or a white guy or a gay guy? Are you the best suited for the job? Yes or no? That should be the only qualification.
Well, one of my doctors retired or something a few years ago. So my other doc, I walk in, and it's a black guy. I said to myself, God, this guy, did he earn his degree or did they give it to him as a present?
Yeah.
See, I mean, that's bad. I mean, that's not fair to him, especially if he worked his
No,
ass
I know
off.
that, but
that's why it is. That's the way Democrats have you, or liberals have you thinking.
The straw man argument.
I mean,
just
yeah.
because you
How'd he
think
get
this.
How did he get that diploma? Did
Yeah.
he really get it? Did he earn it, or did he get?
People don't fall-
We need 10 of these guys. So let's
Yeah,
put these,
don't fall for that shit, because that's the straw man argument that if you don't like this, that means you're this. No,
No,
you
hey.
can question people. It's your life on the line. It's
This is my
your
house.
yeah. You got to question that shit. You're like, how does this guy get in? He may know everything.
he may be one of the best. You never
Yeah,
know.
but you don't know.
But you don't know
it's
that.
in your head now because that's how the liberals do things.
Yeah, and that's
They
not
make
fair.
you question how to live your life. Screw them, man.
Yeah. Oh, that kid. I don't know what the government works. There's a kid that last year he fell out on that tower of death thing. He weighed. Well, I heard his mother say he weighed 383 pounds. He's 6'5".
How the hell did he get on there?
Because the guy who did move the belts around, something like that, so he can get in there.
Yeah.
He only worked there 3 days. The guy did. But to me, now they're dismantling the whole damn thing. They're having all the investigations. Hey, the guy was 150 pounds too big for the ride, and investigation's over. The guy who put him in that thing should be charged with manslaughter at least.
Yeah.
And why should the guy loses his business? No one can go on the ride no more because it's taken down. They're taking him down all over the country and stuff. Why?
Well, because
the reason's easy why he weighed too much to get beyond the damn ride, and someone should have stopped him.
You're not allowed to have common sense anymore. Everything has to be so over proportion, so over the top to show that you care so much. We're going to bankrupt another business and put out of work so many more people
it's crazy.
just so we can say, this guy was big boned.
He's 140 pounds over the weight, somewhere else. Hey, and 6'5". A lot of them rides don't get people
Sorry,
that
man,
size.
life's not
He's only
fair.
14 years old, but hey.
Hey, shit happens, man. Yeah. If he'd have made it and been an NBA player and made a shit ton of money or an NFL tackle.
But I can see the other side of the guy saying, if I don't let this black kid in, they may sue me for that too.
Yeah.
See, but you got to err on the side, hey, this guy's too big. We're not altering nothing.
Yeah.
Of course, no.
Rules are rules,
but people heard him say, too, on the way down, that, tell my mom I love her. Like he was committing suicide or something.
Oh, yeah?
That was at the very beginning of the story. I heard that, but...
Who knows nowadays? You don't know. Anybody writes anything. Again, people get on me on Instagram. You stop trying to be a newscaster. We're not newscasters. We're regular people with opinions and how screwed up we see things. That's all it is.
And I want to hear your opinion. Hey, if that makes sense to me or don't make sense to me.
Yeah, but if you are reporting something as fact, you got to leave your opinion out. Nothing here is being reported as fact unless we say we're reading from the news. Yeah, here's what it says. Here's my opinion on it.
Yes.
That's all it is.
I know. And then the other day we're talking about the women in Marvel Comics. Now they're all women now.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's going to happen in a few more years? They're going to be men dressed as women.
Well, yeah, they're all going to be gay.
That's just going to be. They're going to have all these gender people. Because if you looked at it the last few weeks, they've been getting all the awards. For women awards, they're all going to men dressed as women.
Yeah. That's
so pretty soon they're going to take all their parts.
People on Facebook the other day were talking about how, these Latin these movies they're not getting ratings anymore. Maybe Marvel is going down. The stories aren't good enough. And a few people chimed in. Captain Marvel is Muslim. Black Panther is a woman. Something else, like all these.
Superman's gay for a while.
All these political things, like just give me your character. Stop with your bullshit. Nobody cares about this kind of stuff. But they're forcing it out there.
Well, I think a lot of times still, once you got a big hit, they just put them too much of them together at one time. See, you have a big hit.
No, it's
once you get something,
it's identity bullshit. Nobody cares about Black Panther. Nobody cares. It's going to be one of the worst movies ever, money wise, because it tanked. It was a bad story, and again, the guy died. That sucked that he died. Who knows how the story would have been? But it's all women doing everything, and it's just not logical.
No.
I don't when I see one guy, I think the John Wick movies are great, but it's an outlandish story. Yeah. But the guy's going through with a pea shooter taking off 75 guys. That's not realistic. No. So you're watching for entertainment value, and that's great. So if you're watching Wakanda Forever for entertainment value and you think it's great, go for it. But a lot of these people are looking at that. See, we're women. We can do it. Like there's a movie out there called The Woman King. The Woman King. It's called The Queen. That's what it is.
But because if you see my talk shows, they tell you that. See,
I know.
We're showing you that women can do what women can do.
It's in a movie.
But it's a movie.
Choreographed.
It's make believe.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's just watching for entertainment value. If you're not pushing your rhetoric bullshit about whatever you're pushing, I'd watch a movie. It wouldn't be a big deal. I could look past. I could suspend the disbelief. But I know you're forcing an agenda, and screw you, I'm not going to watch it.
And that's what it is, though. Yeah, because like I said, you see my interview shows, they tell, oh yeah, man, look at.
Yeah, I
know. It's all make believe. Wait, today I think something at the White House press. These actors up there talking about something.
Oh yeah. And Ted Lasso, Jason Sudeikis about mental health or something.
And they sure get after that black guy from Africa, that reporter. He's always asking the tough questions.
Yeah.
And they all that's people in the press yelling at him.
Oh yeah, I saw something come up about how someone told
one guy, one man, or Duty's the other guy. There's two guys there that asked questions that you want to know the answers to.
Yeah.
Now, hey, what did you have breakfast today? Hey, did Biden? Did he call with Harrison last night, or did he watch the movie?
Because any other question makes they can't answer because it's all lies or bullshit. So they got to ask softball questions because she's probably not qualified, or she doesn't have the information because she doesn't know what the hell's going on because they don't know what the hell's going on. Biden's in the dark more than anybody is. His handlers are doing what needs to be done.
I know he's
The
way out there.
WEF, Soros, all these guys. We all know who they are.
Yeah, hell yeah, but hey, I don't know. Like woke now. The fighting over the meaning of woke, I guess. Republicans use it as a bad thing, and Democrats use it as a good thing.
Well, listen, woke you go broke. It's common sense. Now look around. There are more of us level-headed people, not political sides, level-headed people who understand some stuff way back when was bad. Nowadays, 90% of that shit is gone.
Yeah.
Just move forward.
That's
The
right.
liberals have you thinking you still live in the 1700s. Like, it's so stupid.
I mean, they want to punish people or stuff that took place 100, 200 years ago. Hey, it's a lot different back then.
You evolve, man. You move forward. That's all it is.
You have to. If you don't, you're in a hole. Well, that's what they do, man.
Because they need control, because their way of life, it's been proven to fail every time another country has tried
place you
it.
go, yep.
It doesn't work.
Don't work.
Like China's, they have we know how they are to their people, but their elites are good, but their everyday folk probably aren't.
No.
So they want that here. They want us to be bickering and fighting while they institute their bullshit. And one day we wake up, you like Jeff said, well, you guys voted for socialism. You really didn't if you were lied to every step of the way. You didn't really vote for it if you were given fed a line of shit at every turn. Your two choices were bad or worse, and you kept choosing bad. You just slow played your way to getting to socialism.
Well, if they're lying to you, and everybody lies to you.
You don't know what. Yeah, and you have to. Like,
I mean, the government's lying to you all the time. I mean, no one believes anything anymore.
No, not at all. And again, they are lying to you all the time. They used to have respect for us and tried to hide it. Now they just lie to your face because they think you're too stupid and don't realize it.
Well, half the country is, I think.
No, I know.
Half
Who
the
else is
country-
on there?
Yeah. That's it. You got The Boy, you got the movies. Yeah, okay.
We'll get the sports around, maybe next time. This is more of a we're listening to this, watching this, maybe watching maybe Wednesday or Thursday, but listening on Tuesday. It's going to be about Trump. Is he going to do it? Are people going to go out there and protest like he called for? Which shocked me if that were the case. That what happened last time. However they did, in my opinion, they had plans. They did some shady shit to incite these people. Why would you call for it? And again, liberals, pay attention. Yeah. Trump did something. We're not blindly following. Why would he call for a protest knowing how it happened last time? Other hands got into the cookie jar. Not the best move, in my opinion.
No. I think he for one time, I think he fell into their hands. If he's calling for protest, they're going to be riots. Even if there ain't no riots, they're going to be riots.
That's they're going to. Again, they'll people. All it is a red hat. That's all it is. They'll go buy a red hat online for $20, stick it on someone's head, and send them out there to go nuts.
Oh yeah.
And they're going to take that as, look at this Trump guy. No, man.
Just like the Miami there. They're trying to get rid of the spring break now because they're shooting on that. I bet them shootings, college kids have nothing to do with it at all.
Oh, no. I doubt that at all. I doubt it.
They're down using, to get a little drunk and stuff and crazy, but they're not killing each other.
No, every time they have the hip hop awards down here, there's a whole shit ton of gun violence. Cinco de Mayo, all sorts of gun violence. Spring break, gun violence. The common denominator is the city that they're in. That doesn't change. The culture changes, the people changes. It's in and out. Where they hold it in these certain areas, that's where the problems are. Sorry, we live down here. We're not stupid.
But a lot of people are sent down to places like this.
Yeah. Oh no, the
site riot, man. Yeah, that's what they want.
Especially down here in Miami, recently flipped from blue to red.
So they want.
We got to go down there and mess them up. That's how liberals operate. You can't join them, beat them. They'll again. Know what I said? I flipped it around. They're not joining them, beat them. They're not coming down to get along. They're coming down to screw shit up.
Yeah.
That's why they're coming down here. So look, DeSantis doesn't have a firm hold on the state like people think he does. Well, you're putting your people down here, a bunch of drunken kids, spending mommy and daddy's money, and you're going to cause some problems because you can't stand to have a Republican do well. Rather than joining a prosperous philosophy, you'd rather take it down. Liberals would rather rule ashes than be part of a prosperous situation. That's how liberals operate.
But DeSantis ain't got a hold on you. That's not That's not a free. Like, the leader got a hold on you. They do stuff for you, and then they trust the people.
I mean, listen, Miami-Dade flipped West Palm. Broward's the only one that didn't do it.
Geez.
But these two liberal strongholds flipped for the first time in 10, 20-something years because everybody wants to be safe. Everybody wants their kids protected. Everybody. It's not only MAGA Republicans who want this. Anybody with a brain wants to be safe and safety for the children.
Like Lightfoot in Chicago, blaming her because she's a lesbian woman black.
Or she
Get
sucks.
the hell out of here.
When you talk about the worst cities in the country, Chicago's the first one that pops up. And listen, was it bad before she got there? Probably. Has it gotten 100 times worse? Hell yeah. And she doesn't seem. Someone told her today, the reporter, "Shut up and get out of my city." You know, good for her.
Yeah, but he was drawn out of a lotto.
Yeah,
they had all these people, and they got 5 people, and he was drawn. His name was drawn.
Good, man. That's awesome. That's fate. Those of you who believe in the divine intervention, get out of my city. Because these people, they may be Democrats. They may see racism and things. They may see this stuff, but they also understand that you can't feed it. You have to stop it. You have to find a way to get away from it, not flame fuel the flames that liberals do. These people just want to listen, man. I get it, I see it, but come on, man. There's got to be another way.
I want to be able to walk to the store at 9 o'clock at night. A couple blocks away.
You can't do it.
Yeah, and that's what they're voting for. That's what they're voting for.
I mean, guys, I can tell you the liberal speech.
The other people, they're both Democrats. The 2 guys running, they're both Democrats still.
Yeah, the liberal speech is simple. We know the playbook. Say all the things that everybody wants to hear, then get in, switch it up, and go crazy. Because once you're in, you're in. The guy in New York did it. He's like, we're going to do this for police. As soon as he gets in.
He ran on an ex-cop guy.
Yeah. As soon as he gets in, worse than it was before.
Yeah. He's a crazy guy. They're all, you look around and say, what are these people voting for?
Yes.
Of course, but first of all, a lot of people in America now don't care about the news. They don't watch the news.
Yeah.
And if you're watching TV and stuff, you hear, because it's in everything. It's in your movies now. You can't read an article in the paper like the whales, something dying. Oh, climate change.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Or this climate change. They have 2 or 3 things, then they have climate change too on top of that.
Yeah.
Climate
change got to push their agenda.
Climate change is doing that.
Because they're not doing it for our benefit. They're doing it hopefully the big publications are reading it and thinking, oh, hey, this guy knows how to incite these people. This woman knows how to say this and get some people riled up. Let's bring them up to the big leagues and get them, from the Miami Herald or Sun Sentinel here in South Florida to, the New York Times, to the Los Angeles Post. What do they have out there? LA Times, I guess?
LA Times.
They get to get them there because look what they're doing. They're not doing any of this stuff for our benefit. They're doing it to further their careers in the eyes of these crazy-ass liberals who run all this stuff, who don't play by the same rules, by the way.
No.
Remember Jeff Bezos, mail-in voting was great. Trump's crazy, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Amazon, we want to go union. We're going to do mail-in votes. No. That is one of the most rigged things there are. Jeff Bezos talking about his people union voting through the mail said, no, don't do that. So come on, people. They say one thing and do another. That's how they operate.
To them, yeah. They all do that. All them bitches are anti-union.
Yeah.
A union feeds the Democratic Party.
Weird how that works.
Crazy shit.
But that's it for here. 153. So hopefully Trump is not arrested. If he does,
I don't know about that.
Well, that's the thing, man.
Who said it? Someone said it. If he's arrested, Musk, I think, said it.
Yeah, it's going to be a landslide.
Landslide.
Yeah, except for if it's not.
But here's what I'm saying too, though. They're saying like, oh, we can't lock these people up. Why? If he's really a criminal, though, like Hillary, why can't you lock him up? Why can't you lock Biden up? If you find out he's making deals and taking millions and millions of dollars, why can't you lock him up? Because he's the president? You should lock him up because he's the president.
Yeah, more
people in authority who do like cops. If they do really something back, I think they should be treated worse. The penalty should be more severe for them because we're putting our trust in them.
Agreed.
Okay.
All right, 153. You guys have a
American
great
first,
day.
family first. Have fun. What time is it? Oh, it's only 10:22.